Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David, coming to you from Mendocino, California. For Christmas, I wanted to have some more uplifting videos. Lord knows we get enough of the the videos that bring us down and cause anxiety and such. This one is going to be, I was doing a search on philanthropists. And while going through lists of names of people I've never heard of, I finally came across a name I did hear of that I thought would be an interesting read, and that's Dolly Parton. One of the comments in the articles or the Wikipedia I was reading basically mentioned that Dolly Parton doesn't really advertise her charitable work, so not many people know about it. But through Dollywood, which is like her amusement park or theme park, there are a number of things that she's got going on. I guess in Dollywood you can sign up for the Imagination Library, which will give a child one age-appropriate book a month, every month until they hit 5 years old. She started this in Sevier County in Tennessee, where she was born and raised. It's a rather poor county. Other stuff she's done from her Wikipedia page: two teenage boys had set a fire in the Great Smoky National Park, and it burned out. It killed 14 people and burned down thousands of homes and businesses. And Dolly Parton managed to, she gathered her Dollywood companies, and she established the My People Fund, which ultimately donated $1,000 per month to folks, the Sevier County households that lost their homes in the fire. And she worked with other companies like Verizon, Tanger Outlets, Miley Cyrus's Happy Hippie Foundation, Core Civic, Blaylock Company, etc., to help raise funds and help families in there who lost their homes. And one of the things she's done is she set up scholarships for students in her county to pay for college. One of the first winners was a 2-year-old girl won a $20,000 scholarship that hopefully will be about $50,000 when she becomes a $30,000 scholarship, which will be about $50,000 by their estimates when she's ready for college 16 years after she won it. She's also, her Imagination Library has spread to 41 different states. It's also gone to the UK, Ireland, Australia, and Canada. So, Dolly Parton has pretty much kept out of the mud. You know what I mean? Not like John Schneider, the dancing, singing potato. She's kept it upscale. She's kept it classy her whole life. Now, some people might come up with some story here or there, but she's never been a nasty person. That just doesn't seem to be her thing. So she qualifies for yesterday, today, and tomorrow reading on Christmas Day. So come on down, join me, and let's figure out one of the spiritual lessons Dolly Parton was to learn in this lifetime, and we'll see how it manifested in the past, how she's currently dealing with it, and how it might look in the future. Okay? All right, entertainment purposes only. And then the overall spiritual message. So do we have Queen of Pentacles. That's a fabulous card. Taking care of those who need to. She's a very practical person. The Queen of Pentacles is about practicality. It's about finding uses for things. Nothing is wasted. Everything is useful. And I think what's also here is even people in poor communities in Tennessee are useful. They are not wasted people. They are useful people, and they deserve to be treated as such. So, and the coins obviously are about wealth and also health, but it's her with her charity, with her money. I believe I saw an article, now I'm not sure on this one because I didn't follow up on it, but it sounds like Jeff Bezos gave $100 million maybe to her charitable foundations to give out. And I think that's amazing. Sometimes, these guys with the money, they have so much money, they don't know what to do with it because they don't really they're good at making it, but they don't know what to do with it. Dolly's already got a system set up. So why not give her the money to do it? She's already in the process of doing it. You're just taking it up a couple of magnitudes. I'm okay with that. We can say what we want about Jeff Bezos, but if I'm assuming that he did do that, maybe I should check that real quick here. But if he did do that, that's amazing, and kudos to him for doing it. Okay, just looked it up and confirmed it. Yes, he gave her $100 million. He's given it to a couple of people, but Dolly Parton was one of them. So good. She'll put it to good use. Okay, so Dolly's looking at taking care of people and things. Let's see how she did in the past. So in the past, it was probably her world, the community that she lived in. Again, it's not a wealthy community. I don't believe she grew up necessarily in a wealthy family either. So, she had to be practical with things in her world. Actually, what's the underlying energy? Temperance. Oh, what a beautiful card. Queen of Temperance. It's that slow integration, the detoxifying. It's kind of the new day rising. And it's kind of like that energy of tomorrow's going to be a better day. We're going to help and we're going to make tomorrow a better day. Every day is going to be a little bit better than the day before. It's not the fast fix, it's the slow fix that will work over time. So, in the past, when she was younger, the world, this may not be childhood. This could be Dolly Parton, the entertainer, 9 to 5 and stuff like that. The world was her oyster. She was a popular country singer. She was a celebrated actress. And I think what she wanted to do is when she had that fame, what can I do with it to better the world? To make it better every day. How did that look? I think she was disappointed with what she saw and how people treated each other in the world. They weren't being kind. They weren't being helpful to their neighbors or other people. And she wasn't going to be one of those wealthy, successful people that didn't help people. She worked hard to her money, but at the same time, she knows that in her world, especially where she grew up, there were a lot of hardworking people that didn't have a lot of money. And, if there was a setback, there wasn't much for them to fall back on. Or how do you get to be better in your world when you're in a struggling county? Education would be one thing, and she's been trying to do that. You got the mystery. She didn't have all the answers, but it's kind of like she didn't have the answers, but she knew she had to work on it to do something. So it's kind of just one of those, she didn't know what she was doing, but she went ahead and did it anyways. And you learn as you go type of thing. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So she was popular around the world. She had earned a bunch of money. People weren't necessarily being generous with their money or thoughtful to others, and she didn't want to be that person. She didn't know what you needed to do to be a philanthropist, but she was going to do it anyways. She wasn't going to fall into that trap. Current situation, 9 of Swords. I don't think this is the stress of the job as much as there's so much need in the world. There are so many things that you can work on. She's tried to keep her charity local to her local community, but I think she also recognizes that there's lots of communities that she can't serve everybody. There's just not enough of her to do that. There's not enough time. There's not enough money. There's not enough energy. Now again, Bezos giving her $100 million. That helps her charity, and her charity can reach out throughout the world. But this is a worldwide problem, and it requires a worldwide solution. She can't do it on her own. If she could, she would. But I think she also recognizes there's only so much she can do on this one. And I think also this could also be that she understands right now is a very difficult time for people. For sure. Oh, that was another thing. She donated hundreds of millions of dollars to help fund research for the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. So, her money has gone to helping with diseases as well. She wants to help people. She wants to help families. She wants to help everyone. She wants everybody to be healthy, happy, and have a great chance at a life. But there's only so much you can do. You can't This is the stress for her, is that sometimes she has to say no. Sometimes she has to walk away from opportunities. She's just, I don't want to say she's too old, but she just doesn't have the energy for it. Nobody does. But, she's not, how old is Dolly? She's in the 70s? Maybe 80s? She's getting up in her years. There's only so much she can do. She would love to do more. Yeah, and she has to watch her health too. Yeah, this is not her holding on to her money, anything but. But it's one of those things that you have to protect yourself. You have to insulate yourself and make sure you're doing self-care for yourself. You're taking care of your mind, your heart, your body. You're doing the things to help yourself out. And the stress of trying to do too much would not be good for your health on that one. So again, and we probably would never hear about this. Folks in her inner circle might know about this, but you and I will never hear about this because that's not who she is. In the future, what do we have? She's going to be out there advocating. She might be out starting ad campaigns, television campaigns, internet campaigns, maybe at charitable concerts. There's going to be electronic TV ads. There's the messaging that's happening that'll go with it. This could be also overseas stuff. We'll see what happens as this goes. The sorrow of not being able to do enough. New journeys. Justice. Okay. Okay. It's probably both. I think she's going to try and be more of a figurehead or spokesperson for her charity. So I think you're going to hear more from her. But it's to activate young people, to get them involved. For folks that are disappointed with how their communities are and social justice type warriors, she's going to try and engage young people. And this may not be limited to the United States. This could be going overseas too. One example could be like she maybe works with the Peace Corps or something along those lines to get young people to go overseas. Or maybe even folks in Tennessee to go overseas to see other parts of the world and broaden their horizons. But I think, again, she's going to start engaging young people who aren't happy with how society is and they're social justice warriors, and then get them engaged and working towards making society better. The drunken hillbilly card's coming out. What's the overarching energy? The drunken hillbilly card. I think she grew up in a very tumultuous town during tumultuous times, and she has tried to be a voice of reason in tumultuous times. I think she's very good and this is about energy and unfocused energy. And I think what we're going to find out here is that she's actually pretty good at focusing it. Oh, she's absolutely about helping people out who are down on their luck, giving them a helping hand, and giving them strength and hope to carry on when life is just absolutely crazy around them. And she does it using the divine feminine wisdom. So she's the type of person that looks at the chaos and brings a quiet feminine strength to it to help people who are down on their luck. Has been doing it from her youth, currently doing it today, and I think this is getting the next crop of philanthropists ready to go. And the message is going to be about taking care of people, taking care of communities, that nobody's wasted, nobody's lost, nobody is worthless. Everybody has value and everybody has purpose. Okay, so that's my yesterday, today, and tomorrow reading on Dolly Parton, a very, very lovely person. And if you want to look for those blessings that we have in our crazy society, we should be blessed that for the Donald Trumps that were out there in the 80s and 90s just making an absolute train wreck from public relations stuff and everything. For all those people, we also had Dolly Partons to show us the proper way of how to handle oneself. No, you could choose your path. You want to be like a Donald Trump? Do you want to be like a Dolly Parton? Be like Dolly. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for all your kind words and everything you do to help feed the YouTube algorithm so that my video gets out to a wider audience and to new viewers. To those new viewers and new subscribers and folks discovering me for the first time, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you found us, and I hope to catch you on the next video. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a safe, peaceful, and lovely holiday season. Take care.